So I haven't made a video in a while. I kind of got into like a weird funk, and then when I got out of it, I was like, well, didn't have the motivation to do it. But um, yesterday I was talking to my brother, and he said something that I've actually been hearing a lot lately. He said everything just happened so fast. It's like I lost complete control over it, and I think a lot of us don't realize that that's literally just what life is. It's everything is constantly going, constantly happening. Like the world doesn't stop for anyone. And every single day we wake up and we're like, "Oh, today's another day." But for a lot of us, something drastic happens or something tragic or something crazy, and it happens so fast and you have no control, and you're like, oh my god, this entire day just changed my life completely. And a lot of the times a series of events happens after that, and it just continues to go. And a lot of us forget that 24 hours, a whole 24 hours, can literally determine so many things. Like we wake up, a lot of us repeat the same things every single day. We're so complacent and we're so comfortable in our everyday life, and we think like today's just another day, what I'm doing doesn't really matter. But everything matters all of the time. Like when you wake up in the morning, what you do with your morning matters. You determine how the rest of your day goes. Anything can happen in the blink of an eye. Like you can wake up one morning and you can get a phone call that someone dearest to you died, or you can get a phone call that you just got a promotion, or any anything can happen to change your life, even in the smallest or most drastic way. It doesn't matter. But every single day things are changing and going and evolving, and I think it's really important that we realize that, and that we make every day matter. You make everything you do matter, even if it's the most small insignificant thing. Make sure it matters to you, because when we die, it's said that we get this 7-second flashback of our life. And when you think about it, our entire life is just 7 seconds long. We have 7 seconds to make it all worth it. You get this flashback, and if it's more bad than good, then you end up going with this pain and this regret and this hurt. But if you make that 7 seconds worth living, then it will be the best 7 seconds you'll ever look back on in your entire life. And yeah, of course, there's always going to be pain, there's always going to be bad, but what is most important is that the good outweighs the bad. Like the love, the bliss, the peacefulness, and the happiness that you get out of your life, you want that to be what's most memorable, not the mistakes you've made or the bad decisions or what you've done that didn't benefit you or anyone else. It's important to constantly be doing things that have purpose, that matter, that you're passionate about. It doesn't matter if people think that it's stupid, or people think like, is that worth it? Are you sure? Like, if you know in your heart that this is worth it, this is what you want to do, this is what you're passionate about, it can be the smallest thing, it can be the biggest thing, do it. Because at the end of the day, your 7 seconds isn't the same as anyone else's. Anyone else's in the world, it doesn't matter. Everyone has a different life. Everyone does different things every single day. And of course, some things align, and, we meet people, we do things with those people together, but their perspective and their experience is completely different than ours. So I think it's so important that we realize that this life we're given, it is so significant. I have a lot of people I know that go through depression and anxiety, and I have been through it myself. I still struggle with it to this day, and I can't tell you the amount of times that I wanted to die. Like, I wanted to just be done. But I'm starting to realize that there are so many people that wish they could go back and restart and relive, and this one chance we have, so many of us want to end it and be done with it and give it away. And there's so many other people that wish that they could do it again, wish that they could live again because they didn't get to live enough. And it's important to realize that every single breath you take, someone is taking their last. This breath I just took, someone just took their last one. Someone just died. Millions of people are dying every day. Millions of people are being born every single day. But we don't realize that every time we wake up, every time we breathe, every time our heart beats, there's someone out there that doesn't get to experience that anymore. They don't get to feel that. And so many people die wishing that they could feel it again, and we continue to take advantage of that and just think, oh, it's just life. It's just another day. It's just another breath, but it's not. It's so important. It's so significant. And we need to do things with ourselves and with our lives that we love, that we cherish, that are important to us. We need to appreciate these breaths we're taking, like the fact that we can see. You know, many people are blind, they can't see nature, they can't see the world. You know, many people have lost their sense of smell, like they can't smell the rain, they can't smell fresh cut grass. And it's like all these small things that we're just like, oh, it's just another thing, but it is so big in the smallest way. So many things are so big in the smallest way, and we just look past that. And sometimes it's the smallest things that matter. I think that's one of the main things in life, is that on your bad days you'll realize that it's the smallest things that keep you going, and on your good days it's sometimes the smallest things that can ruin it. Everything that seems small and insignificant is actually so huge and so big, and we just let that go. We just go through life blindly and think, oh, you know, I have tomorrow. But you might not have tomorrow, and maybe someone that you wanted to do something with, and you're like, oh, we can just make plans next week. Like, you don't know if they have next week. You don't know if you have next week. Make sure that you are constantly doing things that if somebody, or if you weren't to have tomorrow, that you have nothing to regret. You know that you lived your life to the fullest. You experienced everything you wanted to by yourself and with other people. And you just love. You love, and you're kind, and you're happy, and you bring yourself peace and others peace, and you love yourself. You do things that are important for yourself. Get out of toxic relationships and friendships, and let go of the bad habits like drinking all the time, or smoking cigarettes, or using, you know, any type of drug as a crutch. Let go of those things and start to live, because if you don't, those last 7 seconds of your life are going to turn out to be the worst 7 seconds you've ever looked back on. And that will be your biggest regret. And I don't think anybody ever wants to experience that, but we just don't think about it that way. We just think, I have tomorrow, maybe tomorrow I can do something better. But do it today. Start with today. Even if it's a small thing like getting out of bed and cooking breakfast early, or putting down a cigarette when there's still half to smoke. Like, start to let go of those bad things. Start to do those good things, and feel better about yourself in your life, so that when it's over with you saying, this was all worth it, and everything I did, I'm so happy about. I'm so proud of. Even the pain, all of it, it's okay, and you can let it go. Don't die thinking, I wish that I could have another breath. Die thinking, this last breath I'm taking, it's going to be the best breath I've ever taken, because I'm letting go, and I feel okay and at peace with everything I've done in my life. So anyways, I'm not going to edit this video. I don't think there's really a point in that. And I know it's really long, but I think that it's important that we realize these things, and maybe I'll cut some stuff out. I don't know. But anyways, I'm back, and my next video will be shorter and a lot easier to watch. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys get a new and interesting perspective after this.